Today we're going to discuss D2 governors, their operation, how to diagnose them, and how to replace them. We do a ton of nighttime road calls for changing D2 governors, and it's something truck drivers can do themselves on the side of the road and save themselves a bunch of money. Any male or female truck driver could change this with basic hand tools. We use Bendix D2 governors. They've been around a long time. It's a good quality brand. They stand behind them, we stand behind them, and you can expect to pay anywhere between $15 to $25 for one of these. And every truck driver should keep one in the cargo box. There's two lines that are on the D2 governor. One line is going to go straight to your air dryer, and that's what tells the air dryer when to purge, when you've reached 125 psi. The other line is going to come off the air tank, your reservoir, which tells the governor what pressure it's at and when to put the compressor in the unloaded state. When the compressor's in the unloaded state, it's always rotating, it's just not compressing air. The number one complaint of a bad D2 governor is either not building air at all or building too much air. It's not regulating it. You have a window between 90 and 125 psi where the D2 governor operates. Air will go down to 90 psi. The governor will then engage the air compressor, and it'll build up to about 120 to 125 psi and allow the air dryer to purge. If that's not happening, there's a good chance you need a new governor. There's a possibility you could have a bad air dryer or you could have a bad air compressor, but this is the first step. Basic hand tools, you can do it with an adjustable wrench and an Allen wrench. We're going to change this one right now. First line we're going to take off is the line that goes to the air dryer. Again, most of the time the governors are mounted on the air compressor. They could be mounted on the truck frame remotely, or they could be mounted on the air dryer itself also. It just depends on what kind of truck you have. This truck happens to have a Detroit Series 60, and the governor's right here. It doesn't get any easier than this. I'm taking off the line that goes to the reservoir now. Both lines are off. Make sure you don't mix up the lines. You know which line goes to what port. It's usually a 1/2-inch wrench to remove the governor. Sometimes it can be a 5/16 Allen wrench. In this case, it is a 1/2 inch. There is a gasket in between here. It comes in the kit, and several 1/8-inch pipe plugs also come in the kit for the new governor. We got our bolts. We got our old gasket, and this is what our governor looks like. It has its 2 ports. The rest of these ports are plugged off. They're not being used. It just allows you different mounting options. One thing we want to take note of is this is an exhaust port. This port should never be plugged. We see several trucks come through here with new compressors, new governors, new dryers, and we see this port plugged, which causes problems. This governor has to exhaust. Sometimes you'll see a little breather filter or a dust cap on there. That's okay, but never put a pipe plug inside here. It has to breathe. The new governor has pretty much everything you need to do the job. And like I said, anyone can do this on the side of the road with basic hand tools. We got a new gasket, and we have several pipe plugs. We'll put those pipe plugs in now. Basically, put their air governors side by side. Note where the ports are plugged. Install the new plugs. You want to make sure you don't put a plug where it mounts up to the compressor, then the air won't make it to the unloader valves and you'll have problems. And that could be costly. These are adjustable also. There's a little black dust cover on the front. There's a 7/16 jam nut with a flathead screw, and you can adjust the pressure up or down, but these are preset from the factory. This one shows it's preset at 120 psi. Sometimes they'll have push to connect plastic airline fittings, which make it a little quicker and nicer. This one happens to have JIC fittings. Once you got this on and you test it, you want to build air and confirm that your air dryer spits at 120 to 125 psi. If you do need to adjust the governor, before I put this on, I'll show you how to adjust it. You have a jam nut inside here. You loosen this jam nut, and then you use a flathead screwdriver and run the screw in or out to raise or lower your pressure. When you make that adjustment, you have to lower your air pressure below 90 psi to put the compressor in the loaded state to then build up again. So remember to run that cycle. And don't forget your new gasket. It's a pretty simple job. No problem on the side of the road. And you can save yourself a lot of money by diagnosing and doing this yourself. Look at my lines again. Take note of which line goes where. Reservoir and the air dryer. There you go. Pretty simple repair. Anyone can do it, and it'll keep you off the side of the road. Thank you for watching, and if you watch this video once or twice, you'll be doing this yourself, saving some money. Thanks for your time.